Hello? Hello? Wait. Hello? 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 Wait, hold on. Oof. Hello? Please tell me this is loud enough. Hello? Okay, perfect. Awesome. Still not sure why the microphone is only working on one side, but we'll work on it. It's gonna be great. We'll workshop it. Hello? Awesome. I think we're working. Yay! Is anyone alive? This stream is a wasteland. Oof. Oh wait, I already deleted the default cube. Hold on, I have to start it with the default cube. There we go. And we always have to start the stream by deleting the default cube. There we go. I'm quite pleased with that. For those of you that are watching the stream at a separate time, hello, welcome to my stream. Today we're going to be talking about a possible project that I came up with in the shower, and also just, you know, modeling. I have an idea for a scene which would be a concept of said idea, and I'm pretty excited to see how I can get it to turn out. I think it's going to require a lot of compositing work, but well, I think we'll get it worked out. Yeah. Anyway, no dying. Yeah. But anyway. Freak, yeah. I love this. Hold up. I should really like eat a whole bunch of sugar or something before the stream, so I'm really like bouncing off the walls. I really should do that. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Don't mind the flashing lights and stuff hitting my face. That, you know, it's tragic. But yeah, anyway, I think we should just go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is obviously block out the scene, because that's, you know, what typically happens. It's just the world we live in. So there's a few things that we're just going to have to figure out with this. That might be a bit tricky, but I think we can handle it. The first thing, so what we want is this sort of like miniature look to this, right? And what I'm thinking is we take the camera, and I want to really screw with the camera. So I'm gonna have a cube here. This is gonna kind of represent what the focus is gonna be, like this, just something like that, and then another one here. Let's squeeze them together a bit more. Bring them closer. So I'm going to rotate the camera down. Then we're going to take our depth of field. It's on this cube now. And I want it to be like really extreme, because it's, you know, how extreme can we get it? Okay. It might help if we're in cycles. Just slightly. Ah. We're dying. It's all Jover. to get back to the camera and see if we can fix this. Depth of field. Okay, that's perfect. That's really stinking blurry for no reason. Just make that a little less blurry. Here, at least. Okay, we can work with that. And I think we're just gonna start with this. I mean, it's obviously gonna get cleaned up. But yeah, I think we can bring in the focal length as well. Something like this. And then I'm just gonna do some quick, like a color check basically. That I want is like more faded, a little darker. I want it to be kind of like a daylight kind of feel. So you can be ever so slightly orange. And you as well, just decently orange. Let's chop that power into like 1% though. That's a huge one. I don't think it needs to be that big. Something like that. Then we can take our world and change it color-wise. Do you want it to just be black? I don't think that quite fits. But white doesn't fit at all. What to do? I mean, yellow. That looks a bit odd. Wonder if I can get it to fit though. So that, I mean, okay. Looks interesting, but I don't think that's the color scheme we're going for. What can we do here? I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see. Can we make the depth of field like even more obnoxiously strong? Not that obnoxious. Perfect. Super blurry. Okay. I think we can work with that. I mean, that's really blurry. We can bring it down just a smidge. Not that much. Okay. So if we took that to 3, what would it look like? 4? 10. So that's not really doing anything. I think the only thing we really can do is just bring the f-stop up and down. Yeah? We can start with this. Maybe a little more of an... I want a slightly more orangey feel. Not the background. The light. Thank you. Creek, yeah. Are we seeing it? Yeah, okay, we're seeing it good. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Okay, I think we can work with that. This needs to be the focal point. Let's do... Just give that a quick render, see what it looks like. Wait, what am I doing? Let's go here. Bring that down. Really low. Alright. These are some cutesy little blocks. Let's see if the denoise sets in and see how that looks. Okay. It's quite blurry, but I think that's exactly the look I was going for. So now the hard part is figuring out what these little they're gonna be little pieces for like a chess set or some other strategy set. We're just gonna see what we can get that to look like, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let's see how we can get this to look. So I think what we're gonna have to do is sculpt it. And yeah, I think that's probably the best way we could do this. I'm just trying to think. How can we get that to work for our advantage? Trying to think. Teach you something? Let's see. If I click on the camera and go here, I can make all of the edges of the video really blurry. If I have it focus on a certain object or distance and then crank these numbers around, the f-stop turning it lower will make it more blurry. Meanwhile, the ratio will make it focus in on the middle more or less. See? And you'll find that by selecting on the camera, go going into the camera data little page on the side here, and then going down to depth of field. I'd say it's pretty fun. So, yeah, that's probably what we're gonna have to do. Probably gonna have to sculpt it. These, I'm thinking, are gonna be identical. The way I think I'd like to do this is we'll leave this, go here, make it look fancy. Perfect. Now I'm gonna go into the sculpting tab, make a sphere. We're gonna bring it up, subdivide, subdivide, subdivide. And go into sculpt mode. So what I'm thinking for this is, oops, I went into mask mode. Whoops. My bad. How do I undo that? Whoopsie. There we go. So what I'm thinking is, I'll fix this up in a sec, but we have just a base plate for the overall piece. And then I'm gonna add on a couple of more shapes as we go, but I'm gonna Control Z, Control J. Oh my gosh. Let's fix that actually. Let's go into sculpt mode. X, Y. So what I want to do is just beef up the bottom here. And smooth it out. Where's the smooth tool? There it is. So what's going to be the challenge here is getting it to look right. Yeah, I think we can handle it though. And then just gonna shear that away at the bottom. I'm gonna hide that plane so it's not annoying. We'll just get rid of this. Clay. Destroy. Oops, that's very small. We'll get that in there. Didn't mess up anything, did it? This is gonna look stupid at first. Just trying to make that here. And then here I'm gonna go up to the top. Make that bigger. And take away the bottom half. Just gonna do that for now. Temporary solution. I'm gonna extrude that in and then add a bunch of edge loops so it doesn't tweak out, hopefully, whenever I add these together. Well, let's see if we can get that to work. I'm gonna fix this really quick, scale it down, scale it up. Gonna add a cube. I'm gonna add a bunch of cubes actually. And these are gonna serve specific purposes here shortly. Scale it down, scale it wide. I'm gonna scale all of that up. Bring it down. There's gonna be a big mustache here, so I'm gonna bring that back. I'm trusting the process with this. Yeah. down. Seeing what we can do with that. I want to scrape it back down. Oops. Or should I go like this? Trying to think. No, I think the bushy eyebrows are definitely in order. Let's bring that back up and just there. This looks pretty goofy right now, but you know what? I'm gonna replace that with a cylinder. Just for now. Gonna go into sculpt mode. I'm gonna remesh the whole thing. Oops. Whoopsie. Bring that down quite a bit though. Now, the whole thing is going to be very much sculptable. Let's bring it down just a smidgen more. Back to sculpt mode, remesh, hit the thing. Alright, so now we have this goofy looking thing here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, I think this turned out really short. Edit mood, bring that down. Bring that. I just want this edge loop here. What am I doing? There we go. Bring that down. Let's widen it at the base. Quite a bit. Bring the mustache bigger down. Now, what I'm imagining here is we've got like this goofy Viking face here, and this is probably not going to be the last pass of this. I'm going to probably attempt it twice, depending on how this one goes, but thinking we can get that looking pretty good. Just hopefully. Now let's try this again. smooth it? There we are. Where's the pen? Pen. Ah, there it is. Let's undo that. I want to mirror it. There you go. We go here. I'm just gonna try to sculpt out what I can of what I want this to look like, just in a really rough way. And we're gonna flatten and scrape it. Where's the scrape tool? There it is. We're just going to be using both this. We're going to be using the scrape tool to our advantage a lot here, just off of the nature of the model. Let's bring down the size. I'm just gonna keep repeating this pattern of like adding on, adding on and scraping away, basically, until we get the shape that we want. Flatten the front. Scrape away what we can. I think we can make that whole nose larger, honestly. I'm just gonna subtract and kind of nuke it really quick. How are we doing, guys? Sorry, focusing on sculpting this abomination. Just trying to make this look as good as possible. I mean, this is gonna be tricky, and I'm 100% gonna come back and redo this, like 100%. But just trying to see what I can get out of it just right now, just for now. I am not the best sculptor. Not yet. Holy smokes. Let's fix that up just a smidge. Whoops. Thank you. Yeah, I am not awesome at sculpting yet, but slowly getting better. It's tricky, and it really is. It's honestly tough. Let's remesh it really quick. Uh-oh, okay. Got scared for a second. Smooth. There it is. It's gonna really smooth this out. Flatten, smooth, and just try to get that that tight look. That is not wanting to work. Holy smokes, that looks rough. What? Holy smokes. Yeah, I think that whole beginning strategy was not smart. What? Okay, so this is clearly not working. Let's try another strategy. I'm gonna remesh this, but dumb it down a lot. Not that much, okay. Let's get rid of that, please. Oh my gosh. What is going on here? Okay, this way we can just completely obliterate the whole thing real quick. Perfect, it's gone. I'm just gonna completely get rid of the bridge as well. We can add that back later. This is gonna be the face. So, let's try that again. But this time I'm just gonna completely, I'm just gonna freaking rough everything first and foremost, and then we can refine it from there. But really rough nose here. All these big eyebrow looking things. They're just gonna turn into humongous eyebrows. This looks interesting. So, oh, let's not completely obliterate it. Remesh it again. We're gonna have to put some work in just refining this and making it look reasonable. So, I'm thinking the first thing we start out on is right here. Just flattening this out. I'm gonna add a hard crease up here, just like that. We can try again on the bottom as well. Flatten out the bottom, just like, oops, just like this. Want another hard crease here. I'm gonna go ahead and shear this down because it looks kind of wacky. What's going on? butt nose. Just scraping it down. Scrape it all down, honestly. Right there, that's where we're having some issues. Some hard creases. That's really what I'm sure. That's really what the tough thing about this right now is that I'm trying to build a bunch of hard creases on a shape that isn't quite there yet. But it looks like a nose, so I guess that's something. Yeah. Well, we can use that to our advantage to get these hard edges. Oops, that's upside down. How did that happen? Some progress is definitely being made here. It's not perfect, but it's getting there. Some slow progress there. Now let's scrape this down. Improve the look of that. We'll flatten out the front. Flatten out the side. Just like this. All this flattening. That should give us the harder edges that we're looking for. Just like that. Let's put that back. Perfect. Can I do like an anti-crease? There you go. I think that's starting to look better. Just getting there. Freak, yeah. I love my classical piano in the background. So let's try this. This might be a tricky part. I think we can get it look pretty good though. Just possibly. Just hopefully. Anyway, slow progress. Remesh it again. I think it's pretty good. Why is the clay subtracting what? Just rebuild that a little bit. Doing plastic surgery on this thing. There we go. Just adding a crease right here. Flatten that out. Perfect. Let's add another crease right here. Smooth it. Now. We're gonna have to redo that. Add another crease. Redo it. Add another crease. Start smoothing on the edges. That might be a detail kind of thing that we can't quite get until we start really nailing in the detail, but I'd say it looks pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect by any means, but it's decent. Definitely good for me whenever it comes to sculpting. Sculpting's tough, dude. Okay, that looks a bit goofy from the front. Trying to fix it. What is going on here? Trying to fix that. Nah, looks okay. Not great. That might be a we come back to it kind of thing. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna just completely annihilate his mustache. So what I'm thinking is just a general, like, out here kind of thing. Just trying to shape it up a bit. I love Clair de Lune so much. It's so good. There you go. It's really rough, but I have faith it will start to come together soon. It's gonna smooth out the entire mustache until it basically disappears. Oh no, it's gone. He's shaved. So that basically has it gone. Yeah, he's shaved. Oh no. I'm gonna just completely smooth out the bottom as well. There you go. Big bushy mustache. Okay, I can work with that. I can work with that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go around the edge and kind of build it up. Just a smidgen. I really did. I blundered all over the place. It was crazy. I don't know how I did it. I just blundered. Blundering. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about that. Basically the idea that I had is basically it's just gonna be like probably something pretty simple. I had this idea in the shower, as one does. Probably gonna be what I was thinking is like it's a board game, right? And I can tell a story with just some pieces, and like a big like board for with like a map on it or something. And I think I could tell a story with it. Wouldn't be super crazy to animate. I mean, it would take take a decent amount of effort, but nothing outside of what I can do. I don't think it's like too ambitious a project to be like impossible. Yeah. And I was thinking about having these like either two gloved hands or just hands that I could model and animate those, and those will, you know, be the characters. So I can do a whole lot without needing a whole lot. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Okay, the edges of the mustache is kind of struggling, so we're gonna try that again. Want the size to be really small. Why is this such a struggle? It really does. I just noticed that. That's kind of funny. Don't worry though, I'm plotting, I'm scheming with this. Hopefully. As long as the sculpting doesn't turn out super horrifically bad. Holy smokes. That's a struggle. I'm just gonna have to brute force it. Just keep remeshing it until it looks somewhat decent. Flatten, scrape that out. Wait, we might be able to do it. We might be locked. Maybe. It's oddly tricky. Yeah, that does not look good. Oh my gosh. Maybe, is it the shape? Maybe I'm just trying to make it so super thin for some reason. Let's try not to do that. We're learning. We're learning. Flatten tool. We can try creasing it. That might work. Sorry, my music just tragically died. Quite confusing. There we are. There we go, we're back. We're back. Alright. I think the mustache might just be saved. Maybe. Maybe. Please, 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 please. Let's see if I can save it. We're so close. So close. Now I think I can smooth it just a smidge. Kane Pixels? What's that? So you're saying like an analog horror or not analog, kind of analog. Or like, what are you saying? That's just a chipper dude with the mustache. He's just hanging out. Wonder what all I could do in that genre, honestly. I've thought about it, but I haven't thought about it. You know what I mean? I think I have the capability to do some fun horror stuff, but I don't know. Not sure. Oh, that was horrible. Gonna have to tightly crease that, and then remesh. See if we can make this look a little more appealing. Evil nose. Ah. Oh, that kind of helped. Mistakes were made, but kind of helped. Smooth that. Get a little more of a square shape. Same here. Now I'm not sure what's going on right here. Let's see if we can fix that. Fix the side of the nose. Just like that. Let's turn it. Okay. For sculpting, it's not turning out too bad, honestly. Because this is something I'm still working on quite a bit. Sculpting. Should we add cheekbones? No, let's go like this. Giga Chad Chin. Yeah, I probably will check out his videos. I've seen some of the Backrooms videos, but not a ton. I really should check him out. Let's go minus. That's not working. Whoa, I just put a freaking divot in the side of his beard. That's really... That's funny. I just want to flatten the outside, just a bit. What's going on? Why is smooth? How did this happen? Has that always been a thing? Why is it on? Huh. Odd. I do think that sticks out of his skull quite a lot. Yeah, it kind of looks good from the front though. Let's add some creases. You know, gotta get the definition. There you go. Yeah, I haven't made horror in a long time. Actually, I just haven't made horror, what I mean. So, but I think it'd be fun. Probably be good at it too. But I mean, nailing that atmosphere is the tricky part, it really is. Oopsie. Whoops. Oh my gosh, I cannot draw straight. Gotta clean up that beard line. turn out half bad so far. I'm trying to think of how I could continue this. Not sure. I'm gonna go, oops. We go into object mode. Sphere. Perfect. No, I'm kidding. Oops. Whoopsie. Wait, why am I attention to this? Yay! Wait, I can just bevel all of them at once. What am I doing? Oh, never mind. That's crazy. Hold on, hold on. Move it up, move it in. Pretty locked, pretty locked. We're locked, I think. How we doing, guys? No, I'm gonna all Control J. Oops, my bad. Apply. Add it all there. Control Z. Back to sculpt mode. Hopefully this all doesn't explode. Okay, it didn't change much actually. Just pen. Just go up here and smooth it out. It's nice and round. Let's go both X and Y here so I don't have to go insane trying to fix this later. There we go. Boundary transform. What does this mean? Boop. No. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Trying to see. Hopefully this works. It kind of worked. Let's try this. We can just add another cylinder. I think I caught that. Back to sculpt. Remesh it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oops. Just doing that. Smooth that out. Let's do one less cylinder at the bottom. Are we locked? I think we're doing good. I think it's turning out pretty well. Let's just smooth that out a bit. The edges. I think that looks pretty good. Now I'm debating on whether or not we could just keep the sculpture. Oops. Or we try to make something, or we try to re-topologize it. Let's remesh it. Bring it down. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Oh. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. No, 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 no. Ow. Oh, it's fine. Did it re-topologize? Okay, good. I got scared. I was like, uh-oh. So it did do the thing? Okay, it did do the thing. Maybe it didn't even lag at all and I was just freaking out. So yeah, now I think it's just gotta focus on adding just a smidge more detail to this thing. Make it look beautiful. Just, oops. Ah, come on. That was perfect. Just adding a smidge more detail. Lining it up. Lining up the features, I mean. What was it doing? Crease. Well, I don't want to subtract, I want to add. Maybe let's try crease polish instead. See if I can get that nice solid edge there. Then just smooth out the top. Smooth out the bottom, of course. Just a smidge, not a lot. Whoa, we went inside for a second. That's not fun. Okay. Progress. I'm gonna come out of that, go into this. We're gonna subtract and add a couple, like, some detail lines. Just to add a little more character to it. Let's try it again. Actually, let's go back. Let's come back to this and focus on fixing this upper edge really quick. Just like that. Just that beautiful upper edge. I think this detail honestly adds a lot. I want it to look like it was like hand made. Take off the mirror. Ooh, that looks good. Never mind, I lost it. Everything's turning out pretty good. Something like this. It's quite peaceful. We can just refine these edges now that the actual resolution is higher. Just smooth that out. Oh wait. Bring that back. So close. There you go. There we go. What's it look like rendered? Pretty cool. Oh, that turned out pretty good. Oh my gosh, the first one was perfect. Let's just see how this turned out. Definitely needs just a smidge more refinement, but I think it turned out pretty good. Whew. Just need to clean up a couple of things. There's definitely a few artifacts here and there, especially on the hat. It makes it pretty obvious. We keep having technical difficulties with the music, dude. Now I'm gonna take you. Just add you to a new collection. It's gonna be called Bob. Just gonna take you, duplicate you, and then take the original and bring it to Bob. And Bob is invisible. here's the original. Save. We go here, Alt H. A little bigger. Ah, it's off center. That hurts. This isn't finished, but I did kind of want to see what we could finish off with. Whoa, that became visible again. Whoops. I think once the texturing kicks in, we can make this look quite a bit better, but it's not a bad start by any means. I think that's where I'm going to end it off for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, this is a finished product for now. I mean, this isn't the finished product, but I think that's what we can work with. So, and you know, improve over the future. So thank you guys so much for watching. No dying. Have a great night, and I'll see you guys next time.